Benny was a small golden retriever with a tail that wagged like a metronome set to joy. Every Saturday, his owner, an elderly man named Mr. Howard, took him to Willow Creek Park. Benny loved the park, the birds, the squirrels, the rustling leaves, and the smell of picnics. But one breezy afternoon, something changed. Mr. Howard tossed Benny's favorite red ball a little farther than usual. Benny sprinted after it, his ears flopping, and caught it mid-bounce. But when he turned back, Mr. Howard was gone. Benny barked, spun in circles, and sniffed the air. Nothing, just strangers and trees. He searched the park for hours. He passed the playground, where kids ran and laughed, the pond, where ducks floated lazily, and the rose garden, blooming in the golden light. Still no Mr. Howard. Tired and sad, Benny curled up beneath a bench near the flower bed. That's when she appeared. Her name was Olivia, a graceful white husky with eyes like twilight. She trotted up, sniffed Benny's ear, and sat beside him without a word. He blinked. She wagged her tail. Benny's heart did a funny flip. The next day, Benny still hadn't found Mr. Howard. But Olivia was there again. And the next day, too. She showed him the secret places of the park, the shady spot behind the oak, where old raccoons napped, the hollow log, where bunnies peeked out, and the hilltop where the sunset looked like melted honey. Days passed, then weeks. People fed Benny scraps and gave him pats, but he no longer looked. He didn't want to leave, because with Olivia, the park had become more than a place. It had become home. One morning, as dew shimmered on the grass, Benny sat beside Olivia, watching the sunrise. He sighed, content. And from the trees, a voice called softly, "Benny." He turned. Mr. Howard stood at the path's edge, cane in hand, eyes wet with joy. Benny hesitated, his tail wagged. He took a step forward, then stopped. He looked at Olivia. She gave a soft bark and nudged his side gently. Mr. Howard knelt with difficulty. "You found someone, didn't you?" he whispered. After a long pause, he smiled and stood. "Then you stay, my boy." Benny barked and ran to him, licked his hand, then trotted back to Olivia. The two dogs stood at the hilltop as Mr. Howard waved and slowly walked away. From that day on, Benny lived in the park, not lost any more but found, with Olivia, his love, his new forever.